Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 25-yard line.
For the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Quick throw out line to Ruggs. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Love. Past the 20. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 34.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run the draw here with Swift. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. As he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expected them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Here's Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller 33 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 7. And a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll expand their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, yeah! The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Texans.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Stafford. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Love. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
What are you doing?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, Love to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Jakeem Grant. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Back to throw, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right?
Get
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. And Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second and 11 now. Stafford.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Counter play with Jacobs.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tackled by Jeff Okudah. A gain of a yard. And the Raider first down.
Come on, let's go. Ready.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Fights off the defender. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now Ruggs going to get a chance to run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis.
Love, they go play action now. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw now, here's Love. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Raiders.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Stafford. Flushed out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They run the counter. Jacobs. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates.
Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. His kick is indeed good, and they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Las Vegas,
it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals.